Hey guys, what's up, man? Well, I know my neighbors just got home 'cause they're loud loud, really loud. I'm not feeling too well, but I really wanted to do this topic, and the topic was by one of my. I love her as a subscriber. She was in charge of Chicks and Soup, not Bro, not my bro, not Kumari. Y'all know about Kumari, lyrical tomboy, not my brother. Um, but Miss Sarcas, you know, she has maybe about two channels on here besides the Chicks and Soup channel. She started the Chicks and Soup channel. It actually gave me my first chance of being on a collab channel. So thank you, Miss Sarcas, because without you, probably wouldn't have as many people, you know, on my thing. But enough about all that. So she really got into this topic, and I guess somebody really wanted to know what her thoughts was about transgender people, dating transgender people. It's I guess about a stud dating a transgender person, or a stud dating a trans woman, or or lesbian women dating trans men, and her thoughts and views and her opinions on it. Personally, I like the way she came about it. She was just like, fuck it, it's your life. You do what you want to do. You say what you want to do. Say what you want to say and act how you want to act. Meaning, at the end of the day, if it makes you happy and your satisfaction and you're satisfied with it, then that's you're had the satisfaction that you wanted or you were seeking. Then you know who to say it's wrong. Be happy. And me being me, and I don't really choose to have a label. Like I said, I haven't really took the steps yet, you know, to transition. But mentally, I have transitioned my mind, so I know a little bit on the information. I've been transitioning for probably a good while, but funds is kind of tight, and resources where I'm at is kind of lacking. So you gotta adapt with what you got. So right now, I'm just dealing with it until this situation comes to hand, which means I'm out where I can get the resources that I need to get me to where I want to be in my transition. So I choose not to take the title of being a trans man. I choose to have a transitioning state of mind. So that's where I'm at right now. Um, but me, I date all sorts of kind of women. I date bisexual women. I date lesbian women. I date studs. I've dated femmes. Um, and that's about as far as the block I went with um, dating women. Somebody asked me would I date someone who was transgender, or would I date um, a FTM, not a FTM, but a trans woman, meaning a female to male. I mean, female to male. No, a male to female. My bad. I'm sorry. You gotta work with me. I'm kind of sick. So, but not to be disrespectful towards my trans woman community, but my thing is, I really don't want to date someone who also I don't mind being a friend to someone who's going through the steps or went through the steps to get to where they are in their transition to get the respect of being the female or that male they're becoming. But I don't want to have flashbacks of bringing something that could remind me of where I was and now where I'm at. Um, I'd rather be friends than to be compatible with someone or have a relationship with, because then it could come back to me later on in my life, and I don't want somebody to be all up in my business, nor the person that I'm with. And I'm more attracted to lesbian women and bisexual women and straight women. I'm just more attracted to women that are biologically born women than women who are going through the steps to become the women that they are. Regardless of what society tells you, it's cruel, but they always say that you are the gender that you perceive to be, and if you pass as a female, then you're a female. If you pass as a man, then you're a man. And and my thing, that's the way society isn't. That's the way I perceive it to be. But me, I've dated studs. I've dated lesbian studs. And yeah, that trip y'all are like, what? You dated lesbian studs? They're lesbian. They like women. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, until the breasts come off of my chest, and regardless of what I have between my legs, and that the name that I have, it doesn't sound really feminine. And the other thing, until I start my testosterone, apparently society tells me that, you know what, you are a female. And they will keep saying that until I take drastic steps to get to where I'm at. So me being a trans man dating lesbian studs or whatever, I choose to do what I want to do, and I choose to love who I want to love. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking that these little stereotypes and these labels are separating our community, especially our lesbian community, because there's a lot of downplay and a lot of derogatory comments about transgender people or trans women, lesbian femmes dating trans men, or studs dating trans women. I mean, regardless, at the end of the day, you find love where you find it. And sometimes the matter of the heart does not matter what someone's sexual orientation is, or what their sexual preference, or what they want to give themselves as a title. I think that a lot of people try to put other people in a category which that does not agree to who they are, and that kind of rubs with transgender people, dating transgender people. My thing is, if I'm going to date a lesbian woman, I'm looking at her as a woman. I'm not looking at what her sexual orientation is. I'm looking at that she's an attractive woman. I'm attracted to her, and she's looking at me in the same way. Not regardless of what label or title I give myself, I am still me. I am Kumari. That is who you meet. You're not meeting Kumari, this trans man. You're not meeting Kumari, this FTM. You're meeting Kumari, who's a 38-year-old aggressive person that has a goodly, kind, sweet heart that could be compatible with you emotional, physically, and mentally. All these stereotypes that we sit up here and we let these people tell us that we should do this or we should act like this or we should date this person or you shouldn't date this person because it's against, it's taboo. And if I choose to date a lesbian woman or I choose to date a straight woman or a bisexual woman, at the end of the day, she is what? A woman. So it really doesn't matter what kind of title she gives herself. I just know what I'm attracted to. Same thing. Now, if somebody wants to step out of the box and they want to be a stud and they want to sit up here and date a trans man, um, um, or a trans woman, then that's who they choose to be with. I don't really think it's straight. I think they'd still be gay because if the MTF is becoming a female, then and they talk and walk and carry themselves as a female, then guess what? They're going to be a female. And I think that having that acceptance and respecting them for who they are and what they choose to be, and the person that's attracted to them also accepts them, then at the end of the day, you got no choice but to accept it because that's their life and that's their love life and that's their relationship. So what we think and what our views is and how we um, or choose our words around the situation is really none of our fucking business. That's the part I don't like, and I agree with Miss Sarkaz, is that we don't know to mind our own business. There's a time to speak and there's a time not to. And sometimes I think that in our community, we think that it's okay to verbally express our opinions about somebody's life, love life, companion, relationship, or how they choose to carry themselves. And that's the part that we need to learn to shut the fuck up and mind our own fucking business. Because if I'm not worried about you, don't worry about me. And I choose to love who I want to love. At the end of the day, our relationship is our relationship. It is not a four-way relationship. It is a two-way. That means me and that person I choose to have in my life. Regardless of what label they choose to have, they're still a woman. And that's what I choose to date. So yeah, I am me, and I date studs, and I date lesbian femmes, and I date bisexual women, and I date straight women. So call me what you want to call me, but at the end of the day, my happiness matters. Peace.